There's a time for every star. There's a time for every star. There's a time for every star. Diva in the house representing. There's a time for every star. There's a time for every star. Halo, halo, halo. Diva, yeah, yeah. Diva, I'm representing for UNA University. What are we talking about today? We are talking about Back to the Basics Seminar. Back to the Basics Law Seminar. We're getting back to the basics. I've had so many requests for me to do a Back to the Basics Law Seminar. And here it is, your 8-week Back to the Basics University session. Yes, starting January 24th through March the 14th, 2021. Y'all want to be there. Listen. This is going to be on Sundays at 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. Y'all want to be there at the Back to the Basics Law Seminar. This is a very important seminar. Now, you'll see the price. The price is $300. This is an 8-week session. All right, so you can do 8 weeks, the $300, or you can do $50. If you want to, if you need some other kind of help, y'all hit me in the inbox, because if you want to be there, let me know, talk to me, communicate with me, and we're going to make sure it happens. Now, you want to be in this seminar, all right, because now, let me say this before I get started. This is a university. This is a university. This is not some quick, I'm going to hit you and get you some paper. No, this is a university. That's what we hold at UNA universities. Why? Because when we're talking about this information, this is not something that you're going to just learn. I'm going to give you a couple of hours and that's it. No. And for my people who have short attention span, y'all need to get your attention span up. Somebody told me, my attention span is not that long. Yeah, that's why you got short money, because you got a short attention span. All right, you want to get that up. Increase your attention span, increase your money. I told you, you got to pay attention. And when you pay attention, everything goes up. Your happiness goes up, your joy goes up, your paradise goes up, your money goes up. When you pay attention, this is real. So we're not talking about, this is not elementary school, this ain't high school, this ain't even community college. This is a university. And we got an 8-week session. All right. And why is it 8 weeks? Let's understand this. When you're hearing people talk about they want to write your documents for you and all of this, and they're going to write your documents. If somebody is writing your documents, you are not free. You are not standing. All right. Understand this. You cannot stand in law and have somebody else doing your work for you. It does not work that way. If you don't understand what documents you're filing and what the documents are for, then you are not standing. And so it's important that we go through these sessions, because really, I'm going to tell you, just like everybody who's ever taken my sessions, we go on to the spiritual side. Now, if that word scares some of y'all, that's okay. Because this is for people who really want to get to the bottom of this and understand the basis of what this whole dimension stands on. If you don't understand that, then you're waiting in the wind. For those of you all who want to know and get to the basis of what this foundation of this dimension is, then listen, once you get that knowledge, everything underneath it, I don't care if you're talking about currency, I don't care if you're talking about paperwork and documentation, everything underneath that is going to fall into place. All right, because when you look at the people who are successful, whether it be in writing their contracts, whether it be in business, they have an understanding of the laws. And what laws am I talking about? I'm talking about the hierarchy of laws, the universal laws. You've got to understand that. So if you don't want to sit through and pay attention where you're going to pay at your butt when it comes time for you to deal with these agents that are going to be coming at you. You have to know who you are. You have to know how to stand. That is very important. So, if you want to register for this or be a part of this university, go to divalaree.com, or you can go to unauniversity.com. unauniversity.com, or you can go to divalaree.com, and you can register for this seminar. Once again, it's going to start on Sunday. All right, it's important because I tell you, a lot of people are thinking that this is going to get 2 hours and then they'll be done. It doesn't work like that. You've got people who've been out here doing this for years. We're talking 10 years and more, and still haven't gotten the basic documents done. If that's you, come to the session, because a lot of it has to do with mindset. That's why we're doing an 8-week session, because it's your mindset that we're looking at. All right? When you've been, and I'm going to say the word, if I offend somebody, please get over it. When you've been a slave for so long, it's difficult to change your mindset to go into being a sovereign and thinking for yourself. So this is not going to be something you change overnight, because this deal, what people are not understanding, it has to do with your mindset. And we've got to help you understand, first of all, how to stand, who you are, and get over this hump about, being afraid and nervous about these agents coming at you. You've got to change your mindset. When you change all of that, you're going to see your paradise come in. You're going to see your money come in. You got to be willing to pay attention. And so if 2 hours is too long for you, then good luck with trying to understand who you are and get your freedom. All right. You've got to be willing to put in some time. All right. So now this is a university. Y'all need to know that. This is a university. This is not, again, this ain't community college. This ain't middle school, high school. This is a serious university, and we're talking about changing your mindset, because it's not just about paperwork. Paperwork does not free you. Paperwork does not free you. Your mind frees you. Knowledge of self frees you. All right, and so the thing is, everybody who I know who has come up against these agents, and they've had their documentation, they still had to know how to speak, because they're not challenging you on your paperwork. They're going to challenge you on your knowledge of the law and your knowledge of self. And the minute you display that you have no clue about what's going on, you're going to be up under a jail. You're going to be forced into a contract, because you don't have knowledge about what's going on. You want to be a part of this Back to the Basics seminar. Back to the Basics Law Seminar. You want to be a part of it because of the simple fact that we're talking about the basis of what this dimension is, what it's built on. And again, these are the higher laws, the universal laws, the spiritual law. If that word scares you, good. You are not supposed to be a sovereign. If that word scares you, you're not supposed to be a sovereign. You better understand who you are. And that's what we're speaking on in this Back to the Basics seminar. We're going through all of it, all of the laws, from the universal laws to laws of maximum, all the way down the hierarchy of law, contract law. We're dealing with constitutions. We're dealing with declarations, UCC, securities agreements. We're dealing with writing contracts. All right, we're dealing with even federal codes. That's as far as we go, because anything beneath that, the code, statutes, and ordinances of these corporations, we don't even have to deal with that. When you know who you are, you know how to deal with these agents when they come at you. So we're going back to the basics. I'm Diva Laree. I'm inviting you to come to that seminar, all right? Because as we get back to the basics, we reach our paradise. We're reaching our paradise. So we want y'all to come with us, all right? Learn the basics. Get out of your head about your fear of what's going on, because that's what holds a lot of people back. I've had people in this game for 2 to 10 years and they still haven't done the basic fundamentals of getting their document signed, and it has to do with fear. You've got to change your mindset, and that's what we're doing. So this is an 8-week seminar. We want y'all to be there. All right? Bells and whistles, January 24th, March 14th, 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. This is on Sundays. All right, so go to devalerie.com or unauniversity.com and you can register, sign up, go ahead and put your donation in, and let's get to it. Diva, I'm going to see you on Sunday. I love you. Bye-bye.